What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Russell, and I am bringing you another 1v1 cast. It is against the blue Protoss player, Tjoepieboy or Piebody. Tjoepieboy, I mean, I'm just going to call him Joe. So, we have the blue Protoss in the top right, Joe, and in the bottom left we have the red Protoss, Montezuma, and we're just going to call him Monty for the sake of simplicity. And this is Xel'Naga Caverns, which leads out into your natural expansion here, with destructible rocks leading into another expansion right here, with only one entryway here, or by air through every corner. And it also leads into a gold expansion here with the not a planetary fortress. I don't know why I said that, but with a destructible rocks here also. And it is somewhat easy to defend with one opening here and an opening here to defend your natural. So if you are able to funnel them in, get a decent concave as long as you're able to get the concave first and everything like that. But we're seeing both players. We're seeing Joe put his pylon down, both of them at the almost exact same time. So it is a PvP, so we will more than likely see either a dual 4-gate or one of them go a 3-gate robo, because if you are playing another Protoss, what you will try and want to do is get out an immortal against the other Protoss player to combat the stalkers that the other Protoss player will have, because immortals do extra damage against stalkers because stalkers are armored units. And since this is Xel'Naga Caverns, there's only 2 spawn points. You have one in the bottom left, which is where we see Monty, and you have one in the top right, which is where we see Joe. We do see Joe throwing down his gateway, and it is about halfway, and we also see the assimilator going down, which is also about halfway. And it's basically the same exact deal over at Monty's base, but Monty does have that other pylon already on the way, so he will be a pylon ahead, and his assimilator is just finishing, so he is a little bit ahead of Joe in just about everything, even the gateway. So Joe doing the probe through the mineral line, which you don't really want to put your probe through the mineral line if the player doesn't really want you scouting to see as to what you're going to be doing. So if you go through the mineral line, what you want to do as the other player is try and block them off, like we see Monty doing there, only pulling 2 probes offline, but the moment he's like in the middle here, just kind of like try and get like a concave, like a surround on him, just like that, and there goes the probe, and the probe is being taken down just like I was talking about. But Monty being a little bit smarter, putting this probe on patrol, seeing what's going on here, stopping him from building anything in this area. But the cyber core is down for Joe, but the cyber core is also down for Monty, and it is going to finish for Monty before it does finish for Joe. Actually, it's almost the exact same time. But we do see, no, Monty's finishes before Joe's, and both players just now chrono boosting out the warp gate, but we do see Monty getting out that stalker instead of a zealot off first. And we do see Monty taking the Xel'Naga watchtower, and we do see the zealot sitting here for Joe, just chilling, not really doing anything. And we do see Joe going for that robo bay, so we are seeing a 2-gate robo at the moment. Is he going to throw down a 3rd gate? He does not have enough for a 3rd gate, so I'm not sure if we will see a 3rd gate being thrown down for Joe or not. And we do see 2 gateways on the way for Monty, so Monty is going for 3-gate. Maybe, no, I'm not sure if he will put down the 4-gate, so we will see this may be a 3-gate expand, which is also another extremely standard build for Protoss to do, especially if you want to push the game into a mid to late game macro based game. And getting this expansion here is a little risky if you know the other Protoss is going for a 4-gate or a 3-gate robo push. If he is going for a 3-gate robo push, which he's right now only a 2-gate robo, not seeing the 3rd gateway at all. But there goes, the 3rd gateway is just now coming down. And we do see an observer for Joe, so Joe will be able to see exactly what build Monty is going. And Monty does have the 3-gate, and his warp tech is just about to finish, so he's chrono boosting out the zealot, and this sentry will be out soon. And he looks like he is saving up just a few minerals to go for that 3-gate expansion, which is a standard build for many Protoss players. And if you do that 3-gate expansion, it is risky, but if you are able to hold it off and get the boosted minerals from that, it is extremely effective, especially in the late game. And we do see 5 units here for Monty, and we do see 2 stalkers being streamed down here, and Monty will be seeing this, 2 stalkers, and this observer is going to scout exactly what is going on down here. He will see that this expansion is going down, but if Monty does know that these stalkers are going down here, he may kind of do a little fake and cancel this gateway and cancel this nexus and warp in more units. But he only has 3 gateways, and this observer is seeing everything, and now we just want to see if Monty is able to see this observer here. And if you look closely, you can see the observer kind of, which Monty, if he is paying attention to his units, he will be seeing that. So Monty, possibly knowing that the Observer is there, knowing exactly what he has, and that the Observer has scouted this Nexus going down, and he does know that this army is here, and he knows exactly what is going on here, but he does not know that this third gateway is here, or if there's anything else over here of any importance. So that's one thing you need to be doing if you are going to be scouting. You want to use your Observer to basically check out everything, and we are seeing Monty finally throw down that robo, but I'm not sure if it'll be enough with this amount of units that Joe has. He has 3, 4 Stalkers, 2 Sentries, and 4 Zealots with an Immortal, and this Immortal will just do work. No, he's got more than 4 Sentries. No, he's got 4 Stalkers, yep. And he is warping in another Zealot, and this Immortal is going to do work to these. I'm just going to have this Immortal targeted, but Joe throwing up that Guardian Shield to negate the range damage, trying to block off these units. The Zealots are getting trapped, and oh no, the Zealots go down. He's losing one Zealot. One Zealot is like, oh my god, I'm so happy I'm alive. But his shields are down, so he's kind of a little scared there that his shields are down. So he's praying they recharge, and they are recharging. And we are going to see a little bit of skirmish here, and we are going to see more than likely Joe winning this because of this Immortal. And they're kind of getting blocked off there for a second, so Monty having a little bit of an advantage there, blocking off that Immortal, but he is trapping the Immortal in here, and the Immortal is just going to start going to work on these Stalkers, taking so much damage away from all these Stalkers because these Stalkers are armored units, and Monty just losing all of his units here. And this Immortal, 3 kills already on this Immortal. 3 kills, and I'm not sure why he's deciding to try and attack with this amount of units, but he is taking out a Sentry, not taking out the taking out the Sentry and a Stalker, and the Stalker only having very little health, so he was not able to use this effectively. So there goes 500 minerals just down the drain because of this Nexus. And we do need to see him warping up units in here and trying to pump out Immortal as quickly as possible to combat that other Immortal, and trying to get out as many Stalkers and Zealots as possible so that he can basically effectively stay alive in here. But with another Immortal from Joe out on the field, I don't believe Monty is going to be able to hold off this push unless he is able to get some Sentries and just basically block off the ramp. But with this Observer, they'll be able to get high ground vision and effectively kill everything up here as long as they're able to get up in here and in here with this Observer here. So Monty, not sure as to what he's going to be able to do if he's able to pull this off. And no, with this amount of Stalkers and this amount of Sentry and this amount of Mortals, he's not going to be able to pull it off. Throwing down the Force Fielder just because, why not? He's already got the game in the bag, and I think Monty does know that he doesn't have anything to deal with this. So I believe we will see the GG from Monty here very soon. Is he going to try and take out this Immortal beforehand? No, he's not going to be able to take the Immortal out. Joe is pretty much microing that Immortal, and yep, Joe is going to start cleaning up his base, going to take out this robo before this Immortal finishes, which will be a blow to Monty. And yes, there goes the Immortal before it finishes, and warping in 3 more Zealots because that's basically all he can really warp in. And more units just streaming down for Monty. Another Immortal on the way, so he's going to have 3 Immortals right here in the base, and Monty throws in the GG. So we're seeing how effective a 3-gate robo push is against a 3-gate expand, which, if you are going a Protoss versus Protoss, if you're able to push your opponent to play a macro style game, and you know you're better and you know you can handle the late game very well, then try and do that. And to do that, basically what you want to be able to do is hold off any push from the Protoss player, as like just be able to hold it off, like kind of cancel the push, like try and find the pylon, destroy it, everything you are able to do to stop that push from coming so you can get your economy going up on this natural. So seeing a very good well play from Joe, pushing out with the 3-gate robo with that Immortal, because the Immortals are, like I said, they are very, very strong against Stalkers. But what he could have done when he knew he had the game in the bag, because, you know, don't always suspect you're gonna win if your first push like succeeds, because you never know if the other player has a huge army in their base, because it's always possible. What Joe should have done after he started pushing and destroyed his opponent's natural, he should have taken his own natural himself. So could have taken his own natural himself just in case the game did go into late game. He would have already had his natural, and his opponent would have had to rebuild his natural. So, but we are seeing some good micro here from this Stalkers, keeping it alive, keep from those Zealots, kind of bringing it back so everything else can negate and take all the damage and just kill the Zealots. So seeing both very standard play from both players, 3-gate expand, 3-gate robo, and a little oversaturated there, just right amount saturation there. And so yeah, there was a good PvP from both players. Like I said, it was a platinum level game, and I'm still gonna don't worry, I'm still gonna do the gold. I'm still gonna do the bronze through gold league. I'm also gonna throw in some platinum, diamond, and masters, and some grandmasters and pro leagues in there, just to kind of throw in variety. So it's not basically so you're not just seeing like mistake after mistake, and then you'll actually with the platinum diamond gold with the platinum diamond masters you're able to see how these strategies are taken, how they're used, and how effective they can be or how ineffective they can be, and what one single mistake can do, like what single mistake can cause you the game. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to comment, thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the flip side.